In my second scenario, I'm going to put backbone 1 and router 3 in another AS. So let's go to backbone 3 and disable the router EIGRP 100 process using no router EIGRP 100 and press enter. And on router 3 again, I'm going to router EIGRP 100 and router EIGRP 100 of course, and disable the network. No network 34.34.34.3. And now I'm sure that these two are not in the same subnet, so in the same AS. So let's go to interface serial 01, and under this I'm going to remove every summarization that I had previously. So I type in these using the no, and now I am negating these two, so I do not have any summarization here. Let's check the configuration and make sure that everything is removed correctly, and that's it. Now I'm going to add router EIGRP 34 process. No auto summary is going to be there, and the network is going to be there as well. So I go to reach to this network, and the no is going to be removed, so network is added. And let's go to backbone 1 and add router EIGRP 34 process here, and network is going to be this, and hit enter, and now of course auto summary is gonna be there. Now I have everything here, but if I go to show IP routing table of backbone 1, I can see that I only have one connected network in this, because I do not have any redistribution enabled between these two. So I'm going to talk about redistribution in detail in next sections, but let's go ahead and create a very simple redistribution on router 3, because router 3 is the router between two areas. So I'm going to redistribute EIGRP 100, and I'm going to add some arbitrary values for metrics. So I hit enter, and now if I go to backbone 1 and check the routing table, I should see every route that is there, and of course they are external routes because these are redistributed. So let's go back to router 3 and have the same configuration that I had previously in my interface configuration. So if I go interface serial 01 and add this summary address, I can see that the same thing happens, and after a while it should withdraw every route that is here. So if I go here and show IP route, you can see that I have, of course, this is very interesting because I have removed the summary address from EIGRP process 100, but now the process 34 has everything in that because they are external routes. So if I want to remove the routes, I should go and add the summary address to EIGRP process number 34 here. So after a while you should see a resynchronization, and if I go and check the routing table on backbone 1 again, you can see that I do not have any route except one summary address here. And again, if I want to have the same thing for the this one, the loopback interfaces, let's go back here and find the exact one, and you can see that I have the lake map here enabled. Let's remove this no, and now you can see that I am assigning a summary address to EIGRP process 34 because process 34 is the process that is common between these two routers, and of course process 34 knows about every route in my network because of redistribution. So I hit enter, and you can see that after a while a synchronization is going to happen, and backbone 1 will have the exact routes that I want to, and this is the routes that I prefer to have linked in my backbone network. So this is very easy to work with different AS numbers after redistribution, and the same logic applies if you want to have summarization enabled in this. And of course you can assign link maps like this that I have assigned to link some of the specific routes that you need to have on your backbone and you needed to prefer this route above the summary that it has in its routing table.